My name is Buster Dangerfield, and I'm a criminal defense lawyer. Before that, I was a high school civics teacher. What I want to do today is to give you a quick review of some of the things from high school civics that you may have forgotten and could be important to you should the state decide to try to deprive you of liberty based on a criminal charge. All right? Let's just go to the Bill of Rights. You remember the Bill of Rights? First 10 amendments to the Constitution passed immediately on the heels of the Constitution itself, okay? First Amendment. First Amendment says you got the freedom of speech, the freedom of assembly, the press shall be free, and that folks can assemble and ask the government for a redress of their grievances. Believe it or not, as clear as that is, the state goes out and arrests people all the time for alleged unlawful assemblies and for sometimes even saying things that somebody in the government thinks they ought not to say. So remember that now, because if you're going to be doing the criminal case, you got to know it. Next thing is, you got the right to bear arms, and if you're not a criminal, otherwise previously convicted, if you're not somehow disqualified from it, you have the individual right to own a weapon and to possess that weapon, a firearm, and the government will try to take that away from you too. So remember that that's your right. Remember that the government can't make soldiers live in your house, but I don't think we're going to get into that one too much. Amendment 4. Now you better listen close, because this comes in to the equation all the time. You've got the right to be secure in your houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures, and that no warrant shall issue against you except based on probable cause, particularly describing your house, and so on. Now you got all that down? You got all those details down? Because you're going to need them. And you're going to need to master them in your criminal case if you're going to be successful and the state doesn't put you in jail. You better know this stuff. Amendment 5 says that if you're charged with something real serious, that the government has to take you before a grand jury first and have the grand jury decide as whether you should be accused. That that you shall not be tried twice for the same offense. If the government loses on the first occasion, they can't bring this case back against you. They can't call it something different. They can't try you, for instance, on driving under the influence and have you win that case, and then they come back and say, oh, well, but he was also publicly drunk. No, that's double jeopardy. Now, you got that? Don't forget it. That a person shall not be compelled to be a witness against himself, shall not be deprived of life, liberty, or property without the due process of law, and shall not have his property taken from him by the government without just compensation. Moving right along now, that's Amendment 5, so you got that down. Come on, let's go 6. In criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial, shall have an impartial jury and panel to hear his case where the crime rises to that level, and shall be informed of the nature of the charges against him, what kind of penalty he might face, the fact that he can bring people into court to testify for him, and that he has the right to assistance of counsel if he should desire it. But now, if you know all this, you can do it yourself. You have a right to a jury trial if you got a civil suit and the value of the civil suit is over a certain level. They can't require you to post some kind of excessive bail. That is, an amount of bail that's outrageous, like a $2,000 bail for maybe drinking a can of beer on the street. Believe it or not, judges all over the place set bonds like that, set the kind of bail, and people can't get out, and it violates their Constitution. So, what do you do about this? Well, you learn this, and you study it hard, and you learn how to plead and practice in courts, and you tell the courts all about it. Or you hire a lawyer. Might I suggest you look into hiring me? My motto, you'll see it right there on my envelopes and stationery, it says, behave yourself. If not, call me. I hope this lesson in civics has been helpful for you. Thank you.